In the previous class, we have shown some simple test cases. So today I will go for some advanced level test cases. So this is a simple app component. This is a spec file. So before that I am deleting everything here. So freshly I will do all the works here so that you can understand easily. So here describe will be on the top, as I said yesterday. Suppose I have one function inside this app component. So for example, I will write here add number I as number comma j as number, return I plus j. So we are going to test this method in the spec file here. So what we will do, first we will create an object of the component class, object of the app component class. So what I will do here, I will write component is of type app component equal to new app component. So this error is coming because we have to use here it. So like it should return, it should return sum of two numbers. So I will give a comma here, then one semicolon here, then this is a function, this is the style of writing. So this line will go inside that. Okay, so I will take it to there x. So why it is showing here app component, it is saying that import app component cannot be assigned app component because it is an import. Okay, I will see what is the issue. Okay, so the main reason is we have to assign like this, let component as a variable of type app component and it is a new component. So we are creating a new object here. So either we can put it let or I can give a constant. So it may be a constant or we can use the let keyword. So then the error will go. So it should return sum of two numbers. It should return sum of two numbers. So what we'll do, so our function is this add number and these are the inputs, j number, I number, return ij, and here we are testing the function add number here. So to test that function, the description should be like this. So we will start from describe. So describe starts here and end here. Inside that this is a symbol of function. So this is a function and it should return sum of two numbers, and this is also a symbol of function. So what I will do, so here what we will do, we will assign two numbers x and y, then we will call the numbers let sum, or I can write z equal to component dot add numbers x comma y. Okay, and we should expect z dot 2 equal 12. So if it is z is 12, then our test is successful. So I will save it, then I will open the terminal here, new terminal, then I will write ng test. Let's see what it is giving. So it is successful because everything is seen in green symbol. So the description was should return sum of two numbers. See here, should return sum of two numbers. It is also showing here. So zero failure, one space zero failure, so it is success. So we can see here also in the same terminal it is showing one success. So similarly we will go to the component and we will go for subtraction of two number. So it is subtract numbers. So I am entering same thing, I and j. So it should return suppose I minus j. So I saved this file. Then I will go for adding another test case here. So I will just copy here and paste it here. Should return subtraction. Two numbers. So if I will give x and y equal 5, then I will give here subtract number. So if I will run it, suppose I will save and run it. So I am getting one failure. So what it is saying? So 5 minus 7 is equal to minus 2, but it is not equal to 12. But if I am making it minus 2 and I will save it, it is saying that 2 success. So both are success. So here what you are seeing, you are adding using x and y repeatedly. So to remove the x and y value repeatedly from both of the cases, we will use BeforeEach here. So I will tell you how to use BeforeEach so that I can fit this to BeforeEach and there is no need of using these two lines repeatedly in these two test cases. So here you can see so I am removing the x is equal to 5, y is equal to 7 from both of the test cases and I put it in the BeforeEach here, and x is equal to as a number. So this is the variable declaration and this is the initialization in BeforeEach. So BeforeEach means before each of the two test cases. Okay, so this is the use of BeforeEach. So and you will see both test cases are successful. So 2 success. Even if you go here, it is showing 2 success. Okay. Similarly, I will take this line constant component as app component is a new app component to BeforeEach also. So how I will do? I will remove this line and here I will create the object. So here I mention component is a variable of app component type and component is equal to new app component. So inside BeforeEach I have taken everything, so it should not be go outside. So now you will see you have 2 test cases and this BeforeEach, whatever it is declaring, it is used inside each of the test cases. And if I run this, it is 2 success. All the test cases are success. Suppose I don't want to run this test case, first test case, so I can write here exit. X means exclude. So I will just add the x here. So exit, this is it. So this will not run. So it will show 1 success now. So I am saving it. It is saying total success 1. And 1 is skipped 1 test cases. So exit means it will skip this part, only 1 will be success. So if I remove this again, there are two test case successful. So I am using another method, so and I will go for another test case. So set employee. So I have given two variables here, employee ID, employee name, and in the set employee I will set their value. So I will write here this dot employee ID equal to 1 2 3 equal to okay. So so what I'll do, I will test whether this is working perfectly or not. Means when I will call the set employee method, so it should change MP ID to this 1 2 3, MP name to Sriram. So let's see how I will do this. Set employee. So I will just copy it and I'll add should set the EMP ID and employee number. Should set EMP ID and EMP name. So first what I'll do, our component is already created here in the BeforeEach. So I will just call. So as I am not returning anything, in this case we returned, that's why I write here let z is equal to this, means subtraction value will come to z. But in this case I am not returning anything, only setting. So here I don't need the let assign something here. So only I will do this component dot set employee, and here it is no parameter because in the function there is no parameter, so no need to give any parameter here. So I will see that once it is done, I will see I have to test component dot EMP ID should equal to 1 2 3. Similarly I will expect component dot EMP name to equal okay. So let's run it. So it's saying 3 success. So all the 3 test cases are successful. Okay. So because we are not returning anything here in the set employee, so directly I can call it component dot set employee. So after calling, I should test that component dot employee ID should be 1 2 3 because it is setting here 1 2 3. And another thing is there is a common test which always exists, that is it should create a object of the app component. So generally this is by default, should create the object component. So for that what I'll do, we'll just expect component dot to component dot to be true, means it is true, creating the object. It should create the object. So now I'll run it. I will just save, it will automatically run. See 4 success. Okay. So if you'll go to this window also, you'll see should create the object successful, should return 2 numbers. So then return subtraction of 2 number, then should set EMP ID. So 4 test cases are successful.